What's bragging, guys? Welcome to another Road to Glory Career Mode Gems video where I'll be taking a look at some wingers with 90 plus pace. So pace really is a big deal this FIFA. Even on Ultimates, you'll really be able to break down a lot of defenses with just some pace down that wing. So for those of you who are always looking for pace, this is the video for you. All these players have been confirmed available in that first transfer window also, as you'll see coming up. And pretty much they're all 1 million euros, 1.1 million euros or less. So very affordable for League 2 sides as well. So definitely some game changers in here. Some players who can really turn things around with their pace along with their agility and balance. Most of them have really good agility and balance as well, you'll see. So first player is a young American winger, Jonathan Amon. He is 20 years old, 66 overall rating, 77 potential, and with dynamic potential could probably hit that 80. So it's going to be a very good idea to bring a player like him. And he doesn't have the best weak foot and skill moves, as we'll see in a bit, but still a lovely winger with his pace, agility, and balance. So I got a transfer offer of 1 million euros accepted. He was on about 3,000 wages, but it's really kind of irrelevant this year what wages they're on for the most part, because a lot of times they will take pay cuts for you this FIFA, so shouldn't be an issue. Like I said, not the best skill moves in weak foot, just 2-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, 5'9", right foot with high medium work rates, but really it's all about that pace, agility, and balance with him, and some really good dribbling as well, as we'll take a look and flip over to his physical, mental, and technical attributes in a second here. You can just even see in the preview, 91 pace, 72 dribbling is very good. So 93 acceleration, 94 agility, 94 balance, 77 jumping. The reactions aren't amazing, but 90 sprint speed. Stamina in the lower 60s is not terrible. 51 strength. Mentally, attack position is kind of average. You kind of expect that for pretty much these 60 overall players generally don't have amazing mental attributes for whatever reason. So physically, he's going to feel wonderful on the ball. Cutting in from the wing in those little just kind of quick turns with the left stick, he's going to feel amazing. Of course, the pace is going to be unstoppable at times as well. So even though he doesn't have the best weak foot and skill moves, he'll feel really good on the ball because of that combination of dribbling, pace, agility, balance. Because technically, dribbling is already at the 71. The ball control isn't completely awful either. That's something you always have to look out for, is the ball control. Especially this year, the touches can be a bit off with 65 ball control, 58 short pass. The shot power is in the lower 60s, 59 crossing, 58 finishing. So definitely kind of want to work on those other technical attributes. He's already a very good dribbler considering his overall, but you can certainly improve his passing, crossing, and finishing. Especially the finishing, I'd say. He has that pace to get in behind, so he would probably be a really good idea to get the finishing up quite a bit for you there. So it doesn't have any traits or anything, so we'll move on to the next player here. I'm going to call him Coops. I have no idea how to pronounce his name, but the highest potential player here available that I'll be showcasing in this video, 63 overall rating with 80 potential, 800,000 euros, and he's on 1,000 wages. They did really kind of make me pay a little bit over, I'm guessing because he has high potential. Still a very simple fee of 900,000 euros. Considering his potential, he's going to end up being worth quite a bit. And with dynamic potential, you could probably get like an 83 or so. And of course, training and all that will come into play as well. Again, not amazing skill moves in weak foot, just 2-star skill moves, 3-star weak foots. But 5'10", right for the medium work rates, and really good pace, obviously. So he's going to have tons of improvements he can make throughout the years, with whether using training or not. He'll turn into a wonderful player. Actually, we'll be coming into some more players with better weak foot and skill moves for you guys also, for all of you who may be kind of, you're showcasing players who are amazing with the weak foot and skill moves. We'll get into more of those players. Physically, 91 acceleration, 93 sprint speed. For the most part, I try to show guys who were like 80 agility and balance. I made an exception for him though because of his high potential. 75 agility, 60 balance isn't amazing, so that could be an issue. Jumping at the 51 reaction, stamina in the mid 60s, 59 strength, and mentally just 53 attack position, 55 vision, composure at the 46. So again, pretty awful mental attributes. It's kind of getting annoying, honestly. It's been like 3 or 4 FIFAs with terrible mental attributes and weird growth and just kind of boring growth. That's why I've kind of done with growth tests. I'd rather do just kind of quick little videos like this for y'all. Technically though, 62 ball control, 57 crossing, 61 dribbling, 54 finishing, The short pass at the 60, 53 penalties, 57 shot power. So again, with these players, probably want to train them up. You can train them a lot technically and try to improve his agility and balance and all that, because you definitely want to try to get the agility up. The balance is going to really grow too much, but if you can get the agility up a bit more, I think you'd be perfect for you physically. Obviously, would love to see like weak foot and skill moves training added to the game eventually. That would be lovely. Hopefully that will be an option someday with the training feature. So we'll move on to the third player here. Lucas Cueto, 23 years old. He is 5'9", 141 pounds, 62 overall rating, only 69 potential. I mean, 69 is nice, obviously. 425,000 euro value with 1,000 euro wages. Obviously, that's I kind of had to overpay for him. I pretty much had to pay his release clause because they didn't want to sell him. But he's still only 700,000 euros. And you'll see he's really worth, in my opinion, because physically he's really good and he has a nice weak foot. Skill moves, I believe, are 3-star as well. We'll take a look at that in a second. But I think he's worth overpaying slightly like it had to because of the 3-star skill moves and 4-star weak foots. And he just has that pace, agility, balance combination. So he's going to feel really good on the ball. So 5'9", right foot, medium work rates obviously aren't amazing. But guys, I think the whole point of these types of videos is show you all different types of players rather than the typical kind of like 60 overall rating, 85 potential type of players. Kind of want to mix things up for all of you who like doing that and finding yourself some club legends. So physically here, 92 acceleration, 85 agility, 82 balance, 72 jumping, 90 sprint speed, the reaction stamina in the mid-50s, and 45 strength. Obviously not amazing, but mentally 55 attack position. Composure is actually in the lower 60s, which isn't too bad, and 51 vision. So he has the pace, agility, and balance, which is very good, and some good weak foot that definitely will come in handy with the pace getting behind, kind of turning and having some efforts on goal. So he could certainly surpass that 69 potential, which obviously is perfect in my opinion, but he could probably get past that 70, and if you're training him as well, he can get into the 70s and be a quality player until you get up to about the championship. Is probably, that would be above his level maybe. Tactically, 63 ball control, crossing is quite low in the lower 50s, dribbling in the 60. I'm actually kind of blind right now. He's in the mid 60s though. Long shots as well, shot power in the lower to mid 60s. 52 short pass, could definitely use some improving with his short pass along with the 52 finishing. You could work on that a bit. His ball control and dribbling aren't too bad, but again with that pace, you probably want to get some of the finishing and passing up, because you'll certainly be able to make some things happen with just that pace itself. And I'm sure the dribbling, ball control, you can do some training drills for that also. Just have the injury-prone traits, which really I don't think is a big deal, in my opinion, unless you're simming a lot. So now we'll move on to the next player here, Josh Ginnelly. He's 22 years old, 5'8", 143 pounds, 66 overall rating at the start, with 74 potential. He's on 950,000 euros. His wages are a bit high because he's playing for a championship side at 7,000 euros a week, but again, they kind of take pay cuts, so I don't think it's going to be a huge deal and all that. You can end up selling some players and probably make that wage back quite easily. So they did accept an offer for him for 900,000 euros, so you could definitely offer around there and you should be fine. They should be able to accept that. So he does have 3-star skill moves and again 4-star weak foot, so finding some better players with better weak foot, and obviously skill moves aren't amazing, but he's 5'8", right for the high work rates, and again has some really good pace, agility, and balance, and some decent dribbling from the start. So really solid player he is. If you're trying to look for the pacing, agile type of wingers, I think he'll be perfect for you. As we move on to take a look at the physical attributes, 92 acceleration, 87 agility, 80 balance, jumping in the lower 60s, 90 sprint speed, 79 stamina is very good, and 58 strength. Then mentally 58 attack position, composure at the 61 and 60 vision. So really good pace, agility, and balance, and decent stamina also. So a couple other players didn't have amazing stamina, but he does have good stamina to help track back. So obviously if you're playing left mid, right mid, I think you want to have those players help track back down that wing on occasion, especially if you like getting those fullbacks forward. It's a good idea to have some nice stamina on them. Now, so flip over to see his technical attributes here also. It's going to be a little bit better, I think, all around technically than some of the other players we looked at, considering his overall rating. And he has 65 ball control, crossing at the 61, 58 curve. Dribbling is quite good, as it looks like he's at that 67, 56 free kick accuracy, 54 finishing is quite low, 56 short pass, 53 long pass. So you definitely want to work on the passing and finishing. So A lot of these players definitely need work tactically in other areas other than the dribbling and ball control. That's kind of the main focus of these younger players. These younger wingers are really good with the ball, solid with the ball control and dribbling, assuming their overalls, but they need a lot of work in the passing and finishing and crossing. It looks like. So we'll end up looking at one more player here who is also within the kind of English leagues here, playing for Colchester. Courtney Senior just got a little upgrade to his overall rating levels potential, 75 potential. He is worth 900,000 euros. He probably really is kind of the best player all around. I did slightly overpay for him. I actually believe you can maybe try to get that down a little bit to like 850,000, save you a little bit of, I guess his value is 875,000 euros, and he's on 4,000 euros a week as well. So not too bad of an offer being accepted. Again, it's gonna be affordable for most League 2 sides for sure, as long as you're not like spending too much on other players or whatever. But he does have 4-star skill moves, so I believe he has the best skill moves we've seen, along with 3-star weak foot. He's 5'9", right foot with medium low work rates, so gotta love those skill moves for all of you skillers out there. This is the best option for me, I guess, because I do like doing those skill moves down the wing. I'm not amazing with them, but all the little kind of spin roulettes and stuff I'm okay at. So taking a look at the initial physical attributes, with 90 acceleration, 82 agility, 81 balance, 59 jumping, 90 sprint speed, stamina at the 70, and 44 strength. So not too bad at the stamina, but obviously a bit weak with 44 strength. Mentally, 58 attack position, composure in the mid-60s, and 58 vision. So physically, obviously another good player all around, and we'll take a look to see those tactical attributes. I'm expecting ball control, dribbling to be fairly good, and to have some poor passing and finishing on him. We'll see if that is the case here, but obviously training comes into play, and just natural growth. He'll grow quite a bit in the passing as well. So the dribbling is already at the 73. That's very promising, but just 56 crossing, 57 curve, dribbling in the, ball control, in the mid 60s, 57 finishing, again, needs some improvements, 52 long shots, just 46 long pass, that goes a lot without training though, 51 penalties, 53 short pass, and 56 shot power. So technically can dribble quite well, but you're going to need to train up those other attributes. It's pretty much been the case with like every player we looked at here. But again, these are some lovely players who all are available in that first transfer window. Eventually, I'll look at some players who are available in the second season. I actually tried to see if some players would be available for you guys in the second transfer window who weren't in the first, but actually that wasn't the case. I think you actually have to wait a whole another season this FIFA, which before I believe you just wait one transfer window, you can bring them in. This year is not the case, and of course there's players who basically are you're incapable of transferring them in due to them being on teams who don't have the squad depth and stuff like that. So there are some players who are kind of eligible for this video I could not showcase, and there were a lot of other players who just had pace and didn't have as high of agility bounce. I made exception for the young player Coops. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't want to destroy his name, but either way, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely make a few more of these for you. Definitely leave me some suggestions as well. I will be having the PES Become a Legend series coming up, and I'll also be doing a couple of rebuilds for you guys at FC Cincinnati along with Chivas de Guadalajara. So I'm looking forward to posting some more actual career modes. I just kind of want to wait to actually have a good squad update to get those going and all that. But with that, thank you, my beautiful Chalupa lovers. Hit that like button. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be staying out now, and I'll catch you guys later.